tonight here on their home turf. 6:40 to go. We'll see if the Dogs have anything to say about that. They're down 8 and about to get the ball back. Josh Turbyville will kick it away from left to right. Branch and Jones are the deep receivers for the Dogs. He booms this one deep and into the back left corner of the end zone. Branch will let it bounce and roll, and the Dogs will have the touchback and the football on their own 25-yard line with 6:40 to play. How did a second run off the clock on that? Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on the Bulldog Sports Network.
WXKO AM Fort Valley, W226 BZ Macon, W290 BD Montezuma, WCEH FM Pinehurst, WWKM FM Rochelle, The Superstations, a Shanks broadcasting station.
Well, no one touched the ball on the kickoff, but a second ran off the clock. For some reason, they haven't adjusted it. I mean, a second in a game like this, that could be the last play of the game. Who knows? All right, 1st and 10 on the 25 for the Dogs. Down 8. Stockton in the shotgun. Frazier to his left. Gunner in the pocket. Runs out of the pocket to his right. Throws on the run and incomplete. Out of bounds. Dylan Bell was over there. Flag in late after the play. Dylan Bell was about 3 yards out of bounds when the ball hit him in the hands over on the Georgia sideline. And let's check the penalty marker. We may have interference on Tennessee now.
Pass interference. Defense number 2. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Big break for the Dogs there. That was not even our intended receiver that was interfered with. But it was pass interference.
They called that on Turrentine for Tennessee. And the 15-yarder will move the ball up to the 40 for Georgia.
Scott Bo Hughley in at right tackle for the Dogs after our struggles at right tackle the last few drives.
32 remaining. Down 8 here in the fourth quarter. Bowens in the backfield with Gunner. Bell in motion to the right. Gunner, play fake, dumps it off. They set up a screen. Oh, my goodness, Lucky caught the ball, but stumbled as he was catching it and never got a full stride. He caught it at the 35 and stumbles to the 38. And he lost a couple there just because he couldn't keep his footing. They had the blocking set up on this near side, Josh, but Lawson couldn't keep his feet.
It was set up quite nicely. We'll blame that one on the hump in the middle of the field in Tennessee turf.
Clock and everything. 6 minutes and ticking. 38-30. Tennessee leads. Snap to Stockton. Time to throw. He does. He finds his man middle of the field. That's Zacoby White. Helton caught it on the tee. He spins out of the defender's arms and into Tennessee territory. Tackled at the 45 by Turrentine. And he picks up 17 and a first down. Big pass play for the Dogs. Gunner to Zacoby. Stockton 19 of 26 today for 262 and a touchdown. 1st and 10 at the Tennessee 45-yard line for the Dogs. Stockton with time to throw. Now he's got some room to run to the 45, running towards the sideline. They go low, and they pull him down at the 43-yard line. Gunner hadn't kicked it into full gear. Looked like he was still looking to throw downfield even when he got to the line of scrimmage.
I thought he was about to veer behind the line of scrimmage, Scott, because both defenders left the receiver downfield. If he would have recognized where he was a little bit more, I think he'd like to have that one back and just stay behind the line of scrimmage and dump it over the Tennessee defenders.
The cornerback, Colton Hood from McDonough, Georgia, just charged right at him and went diving for a leg and got it. It was a 2-yard gain to the 43. 2nd down and 8 for the Dogs. Bowens comes to get the handoff from Stockton and turns back to run to the left side, and Tennessee eats it up at the 42. He may have gotten 1 or a half a yard, not much more than that. And now it's 3rd down and 7. Dominic Bailey, Bryson Eason at defensive front for Tennessee's had a big day. They made the tackle there. Ball on the ball, 42 for Georgia. Moving toward the left, 4:14, clock ticking, fourth quarter. Georgia trails 38-30. Play fake, quick throw, left side screen to Bell. He cuts inside at the 40, to the 35, to the 33. Oh, close to a first down, but I think he's short maybe by a yard and a half, maybe 2. He got a block on this near side. He did get the first down, excuse me. He got the first down. They'll move the sticks. Big play for Dylan Bell. Thielander made the tackle the Tennessee linebacker. From the 32. Stockton gets it to Bowens on this near side. He shakes at the numbers and pushes that ball inside the Tennessee 30 to the 28, where Tyree West made the tackle, and he's shaken up on the play. The 6'3", 290-pound senior from Tifton, Georgia, made the stop for Tennessee, but has remained on the turf.
Bowens did a good job winning his matchup. A lot of times when running backs are the outlet pass, they are left with a one-on-one matchup against a safety or a star or a corner of some sort. Today, Georgia's running backs have done a great job winning their one-on-one battles.
Let's go down to Shock on the Attorney Ken Nugent sidelines. DJ, what's happening?
Well, one of the big things to pay attention to, especially on this drive, is watching and talking to Gunner here on the sideline. They talked about him climbing in the pocket but keeping his eyes down the field. There were some plays where he could have had it if he kept it down the field, but now he's starting to check it down, but he's keeping his eyes up, which is making it a lot easier for him to get these completions as opposed to trying to take off and run with it.
Yeah, and folks, what that helps is when you have a lot of pressure from the outside, really good defensive ends here for Tennessee in that defensive front, when they are able to pin their ears back and rush around the outside, use a speed rush around the outside of our offensive tackles, you really actually do your tackle a disservice if you continue to back up. And we've seen that the last few series. So Shock points out something very important there. Gunner able to climb in the pocket because the middle of our offensive line, two guards and the centers have done a good job holding that. And because they're doing that, that gives him that nice C look of a pocket to step up into and deliver the ball.
The injured Tennessee player slowly and with a little bit of a limp walking to the near sideline. That is Tyree West, the defensive lineman. Georgia's got the ball, 2nd down and 6 on the Volunteer 28-yard line. Piedmont Healthcare is a sponsor of Georgia football, offering you exceptional hassle-free care closer to home. Piedmont, in fact, is the official healthcare provider of UGA Athletics. 3:37 to play. Tennessee 38, Dogs 30, but Georgia on the move at the Volunteer 28-yard line. Bowens in the backfield with Stockton, 2 receivers to the short side left and 1 to the right. Play fake, Stockton sets up, throws one-on-one coverage to the far corner, short and incomplete. No flag, there was some contact, a little bit of blocking going on downfield, trying to go to Colby Young. Got hooked up with Colton Hood, no flag on the play. It's just a long, incomplete pass, and now it's 3rd down and 6 for the Dogs. We go 2 left and 2 right. Send Bowens in the motion to the right side. Throw a screen to the left to Dylan Bell, and it's blown up completely. No chance. Tennessee had it all the way. Oscar Delp was there trying to block, but he couldn't block that onslaught of orange shirts, and they hit Bell. Maybe the 27. Maybe he got a yard. It's 4th down. He didn't get anything. 4th and 7. Clock at 2:54 and moving here. Dogs are down 8. We need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion just to tie. Cash Jones in the game from the 28-yard line. 4th down for the Dogs. We're on the Tennessee 28. Snap it back to Stockton in the pocket. Sets up, going for the end zone. Can he get it? Yeah! Yeah! Over the shoulder, London Humphreys. Gunner dropped it in the bucket, Josh.
What a beautiful throw. Can he throw the deep ball, folks? Yes, he can. Could not have placed the ball in the hands of London Humphreys if he tried any better, Scott. And now what about the concentration over the shoulder, sliding, making sure he stays in bounds as he's curling toward the sideline on the far side.
He had to veer just a little bit towards the side of the end zone, caught it all the way over his shoulder for the touchdown, and now the 2-point conversion try. 28-yard strike to make it a 2-point game with 2:32 to play.
The play clock to 25 seconds.
Georgia will try for 2. The ball's on the near hash on the 3-yard line. Cash Jones in the backfield. 2 receivers left. And Lucky and Humphreys to the right. Snap for 2. Stockton throws wide open, front left corner, caught. Zachariah Branch for the 2-point conversion. We're tied at 38 with 2:32 to play. Oh, way to get off the deck, dogs. Oh, my goodness.
What a route by Zachariah Branch. Folks at home on the near side, Zachariah Branch broke in, had a nice option route against the corner that was trying to guard him, spun that corner around like a top and broke toward the outside pylon on the near side here. Man, what a route from Zach Branch. Great recognition, too. Gosh almighty.
Oh, 38-38 with 2:32 to play. That Georgia touchdown and extra point. What the heck? We'll throw in a freebie. Brought to you by Conecuh Sausage, the official smoked sausage of the Georgia Bulldogs. 28-yard, beautiful throw, over-the-shoulder catch by the Vanderbilt transfer, London Humphreys. And then, as Josh was saying, an excellent route run by Zachariah Branch for the two-point conversion. He was wide open in the front left corner of the end zone, and from the near hash, Gunnar Stockton put a laser beam on him, and we're tied at 38. The drive was 75 yards and 9 plays in 4:08. And now you got to hang on again because we got to kick the ball back to Tennessee.
Gunnar Stockton had a smile from ear to ear when he got to the top of his drop that time, Scott, I guarantee it.
Here's Woodring's kick. This one will sail well over the head of the return man, Carter. And it'll be another touchback. Volunteers ball. 2:32 remaining in a 38-38 game. Who could ask for more? Or less.
Hey, don't look now. 2:32 on the clock. Georgia with all 3 timeouts. Not that it matters playing against Tennessee. They're trying to play quick, but you know they're wanting to try to get down and get at least field goal territory out of this 2.5. Georgia with all 3 timeouts. That makes this 2.5 minutes really feel like almost 5 minutes of game time.
Aguilar talking to his offense with 13 seconds on the play clock and moving from the 25 on first down. Snap back. Aguilar play fake. Throw it out into the near flat, and it's caught by Staley, and he's smothered by Everett and Chris Cole. On this near side, Everett got to him first, the senior from Norfolk, Virginia. And the gain is about 1.5, maybe 2 to the 27, they say. So 2nd and 8. 3 receivers set for Tennessee. 2 to the near side. That's the short side of the field, and 1 to the wide side. Ball's on the near hash. Tennessee moving to our right. And the clock will tick down to the 2 minutes. The 2-minute mark. And that'll be the automatic timeout. So 2 minutes remain in regulation here in Knoxville. It's Georgia 38, Tennessee 38. Vols with the ball. Come on back for the finish. Our second half is brought to you by First Franklin Financial. Go see the friendly Franklin folks at one of their convenient Georgia locations. 38 all with 2-minute touchdowns, 2 picks. Gunnar is 23 of 31 for 304. That's a career best for Gunnar Stockton. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. 2nd down and 8, Tennessee on their own 27. Here we go. They snap it to Aguilar. He throws it over the middle, off the hands and incomplete on the near hash at the 32-yard line. Chris Cole covering the tight end. Kitzelman couldn't hang on. Chris helped to break that up, the sophomore from Salem, Virginia.
6'3", 235, needed every inch of his wingspan there, Scott, to bat that ball down.
Clock stops with 1:57, and now it's 3rd down and 8. For Tennessee on their own 27-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. 1 to the near side, and Star Thomas in the backfield with Aguilar. Snap it back. Aguilar in the pocket, throws it wide to the far side of the field. It's caught for a first down, and then we hit him into the Georgia sideline at the 39-yard line. Braylon Staley, well, he had a lot of room over there to catch that ball. And then we drilled him into the sideline at the 38. Maybe they spotted him the 39-yard line, so he got 12. First down, Tennessee. Now they run it with Starr. Runs straight ahead. Nothing doing there. Bounces outside. He's got 10 to midfield, although they're going to bring that ball back to the Tennessee 48. Back to the 48. K.J. Bolden made the tackle. Tennessee on their own 48-yard line, 11-yard gain. They snap and go quick. Get it to Star Thomas again in the hole. We hit him, can't get him down. Grab his leg. Our defender slid down the body. That was Kyron Jones. Made the initial hit. They finally get Star Thomas on the turf at the Georgia 48-yard line. First down for Tennessee. Clock at 1:24 and stopped after the first down.
Kyron Jones held on to that body part, Scott, like his life depended on it.
He did. He hit him hard, but couldn't get him down with first contact. Here's Thomas again. And this time at right tackle for a few more yards. He bounces out to the 41-yard line. Kyron Jones, Chris Cole on the stop for the Dogs. Put the ball back on the 42. Officials moving the ball all over the place today on their spotting. So Tennessee on the 42 of Georgia.
Good rotation up front here, bringing Jordan Hall and Kristen Miller back in on that dog front.
2nd and 4, less than a minute to play. We're tied at 38. Snap to Aguilar. Wants to throw. He's got too much time. Rolls to his right. Throws on the run. Incomplete into the Tennessee bench area. He was trying to get it to Brazel, and Brazel ended up being shadowed by Dalen Everett and Kyron Jones. C.J. Allen came in on a blitz, forced him out, and had to throw in a hurry, and just got rid of it. Stopped the clock, however, with 48 seconds to play, and 3rd and 4 coming up for the Vols on the Dogs' 42-yard line. 38-38 here in the SEC opener for both of these teams. What's it going to be? 3rd down and 4 for the Volunteers. They go quick. They snap it, hand it off, and they will bounce outside to the 35-yard line. That was Deshaun Bishop who bounced outside and got the first down into the Tennessee sideline at the 35, and that's a gain of 7. Allen and Quintavious Johnson on the tackle for Georgia. Tennessee moving quickly. Clock at 40 and moving. They snap to Aguilar. He hands it off again, just running straight ahead into the pile down the hash, trying to get a little bit closer for a possible Max Gilbert field goal. And a timeout. I think Georgia has called a timeout. Hall and Harris made the stop that time at the 32-yard line. It was only a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 for Tennessee. 29 ticks remain. And a timeout on the field here with 34 seconds remaining.
Georgia elected to take that timeout. Scott now have 2 left for the game. But on the previous run play before Tennessee picked up the first down, mistake in lane integrity on Georgia's run defense. You cannot let them bounce to the outside. You have to keep that ball in the middle. We shot inside and gave up the outside. Allowed Deshaun for Tennessee to pick up that first down.
Tennessee's rushed for 118 yards today. Georgia's rushed for 174. Both teams have passed for over 300. And the total yardage numbers are pretty close to even. 478 for Georgia, 483 for Tennessee. Dogs have turned it over twice, as have the Volunteers today. We've kicked 3 field goals. They've kicked 1. And they're trying to set themselves up for a second and try to win the game. We're tied at 38 with 34 seconds left. The ball's on the Georgia 32-yard line. 9 plays into this possession so far for Tennessee. Play number 10 coming up. And the Volunteers have moved the ball 43 yards currently in this possession. Aguilar in the shotgun. And Bishop in the backfield to his left. 4-man front for Georgia. Snap it back. Tennessee, quick throw to the tight end on the left side. Caught at the 31. Miles Kitzelman spins and gets hit at the 27-yard line by the linebacker C.J. Allen. They got 5 more as they inch a little bit closer. Clock at 30 seconds now. And stopped after Kitzelman went out of bounds. 3rd down and 2 for Tennessee. They're on the Georgia 27-yard line. And they'll run it straight down the hash mark to the 25-yard line.
First down.
Did he get the first down? That was Bishop. Ball's right on the 25, and he did get the first down. They haven't reset the sticks yet. 1st and 10 on the 25. Clock's at 20 seconds and moving. Tennessee certainly within field goal range here. Deshaun Bishop trying to bounce outside. He runs down the line to the left looking for a gap. There's not one there. Georgia stretched it out with C.J. Allen, the linebacker, who makes the tackle at the 25-yard line. Now they're going to move it to the 24. They gave him a yard there. And it's 2nd and 9, and we stop the clock with 12 seconds left. 38-38, Tennessee trying to position themselves to set up for a game-winning field goal.
I was just going to say every kicker has a preference, and you just figured out what the preference is for Tennessee's kicker is that ball, that last run play for the Vols went to the left side, so they're either trying to stay on the left hash or in the middle. It must be the preference for their kicker.
Bennett Brady, their long snapper, was out on the field during the timeout, going through a couple of repetitions of his snapback. 12 seconds remain in regulation. We're tied at 38. Tennessee with the football on the Georgia 24-yard line. Dogs have used 2 of their 3 timeouts. Tennessee's got still a full allotment left, but again, only 12 seconds remain.
Seems unlikely, but I don't think the Dogs need to be content with keeping their eyes locked in the backfield that Tennessee's going to run it. A lot of ball action from Aguilar today. A lot of eyes being in the wrong places from our defense today. Can't give up a touchdown here, certainly.
He's thrown for 371 yards today and 4 scores. Tennessee huddle, 2nd down and 9 for the Vols on the Georgia 24. 12 seconds to go. They snap it to Aguilar. He hands it off, and they run it straight ahead with Hampton right to the 20-yard line. Kyron Jones ends up on the underside of that tackle as Deshaun Bishop ran over Jones and left him laying on his back at the 20. 4-yard gain. It's 3rd down now. We stop the clock again with 7 seconds left using our final timeout. Max Gilbert, their kicker, 5 for 5 this season. He's booted 1 through today, a 48-yarder here in this quarter. His career long is 53 that he established just last week against East Tennessee State.
Kyron Jones down on the field a little worse for wear after that tackle.
Yeah, I think Deshaun Bishop got the best of that play. As I said, Kyron Jones ended up on his back on the bottom of that tackle. And now they sit him up. He's still on the ground, and now he's looking like he's trying to stand up. And he will. Maybe just took a shot right to the belly or something like that along those lines. He's going to join the huddle now. Now they're going to walk him away. So they're going to walk him to the sidelines. They may take a look at him on the sidelines. 7 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. And 100,000 plus is still 100,000 plus in Neyland Stadium.
Yeah, no one has gone anywhere in this fun SEC opener. Stressful, but fun.
It was 21-7. Tennessee led Georgia after the first quarter of play, and then the Dogs scored 20 straight points, and then since then it's been back and forth in a lot of ways, and we're knotted at 38. Tennessee trying to come out with the last possession and the last score, which would win the game here. 7 seconds left, and the Vols have the ball on the Georgia 20. Ball's just inside the far hash mark. Tennessee moving to the right towards the river here in Knoxville. 7 seconds to go. Aguilar in the shotgun, and he'll just take it and run straight ahead. And got a flag. There's a flag on the field.
Before the snap, false start, offense number 74. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down. Please reset the game clock to 7 seconds.
Tennessee was just trying to give Max Gilbert, their kicker, position there. Aguilar took the snap and was just running straight ahead. And wasn't looking for a lot of running yardage, but just trying to position himself on the field. Instead, Tennessee got tagged for a 5-yard loss. So the ball back to the 25. Now here comes the field goal unit. They're going to go ahead and kick it with 7 seconds left. Jackson Ross, the punter's the holder. Max Gilbert, the kicker. Bennett Brady, the snapper. They're going to kneel down on the 33-yard line just inside the far hash. A 43-yard try to take the lead here with 7 seconds to go. Kicking to the right. Gilbert will try to put Tennessee ahead. The kick is away, and the kick is no good. He missed it. Oh, my goodness. What the heck happened there? Gilbert missed it. Tennessee fans behind the uprights were cheering, and then they weren't. Dogs are alive with 3 seconds to go. 38-38, still the score. How did he miss that? His first miss of the season. It didn't look like it came off his foot real well. It kind of was flat and it fluttered. It didn't have a lot of distance. From this angle, which I couldn't tell which side it missed on. Was it left or it missed it to the right?
Missed it wide right. He pushed it. And that's probably the miss hit there, Scott.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Well, the Tennessee fans behind the goalpost roared like it went through.
That's who I was watching. It's like, oh, it's going to be good. But then I looked down and the officials are like, nope. Missed it right. The Dogs will take a knee for the final 3 seconds of regulation. We're going to go to overtime, folks. Overtime in Knoxville, Georgia, and Tennessee tied at 38. Let's take a break, an overtime break here in Knoxville. 38 apiece. Tennessee misses middle of the field for the overtime coin toss. Let's go down to Shock, who's down there in the middle with a microphone.
Which end do you want to play? If we play a second overtime, then the team who lost the toss will have that choice for the second overtime, okay? You're the guest, call the toss. The letters are heads, the flags are tails. Flags are tails, letters are heads. Heads. What do you call it? Heads. Drop it, we do it again. And it is heads. So do you want to play defense, offense? You want to play defense. Which way do you want to go? I'm going to go that way, okay? Come this way.
All right, Shock, what's the verdict?
Yeah, Dogs on defense first. My man CJ is 2 for 2 today on his coin toss. Call heads, got tails. Defense on the ball. Be on the field first, see what happens.
All right, Kirby Smart, in his time at Georgia, this will be his 6th overtime game as Georgia's head coach. The Bulldogs are 3-2 in those games. And as we were referencing before the commercial break, the last one we played was against Georgia Tech at the end of the regular season in November of 2024. And the Dogs and the Yellow Jackets went an SEC record 8 overtimes, with Georgia prevailing 44-42. So Tennessee will have the first possession in overtime. They'll put the ball on the 25-yard line. And the clock, other than the play clock, is a non-factor now. Georgia will be on defense. And we'll see where it goes from there.
I like being on defense first. We have to see. Hopefully we can keep them out of the end zone and off the scoreboard altogether. And then we see what we have to do offensively. 3 and out, no yards gain. Get the ball back, put it in the end zone. That's what I'm calling for, Scott.
Tennessee on offense first. Ball's on the 25 on this end of the field. So Tennessee moving to our right. 4-man front for Georgia. Aguilar in the shotgun. A lot of time on the play clock. Just now under 20 seconds. They flare out the tight end to the left. Play fake, throw it over the middle, and oh my goodness, it was tipped off the receiver's hands, hung in the air. Mike Matthews had it bounce off his hands. Georgia went diving for an interception. That would have ended their possession, but it lands incomplete.
Jonell Aguero almost got to that floating football, Scott.
Oh, that thing hung up there forever, but we couldn't get to it. Second down and 10. On the 25, out of the pistol. They hand it to Bishop. Bishop angles left. Not much there. He got a yard. Runs into a crowd of white-shirted defenders, including Kristen Miller was one. Elijah Griffin was one. C.J. Allen was one. 3rd and 9. Tennessee's gained a yard so far here in overtime. Ball's on the 24. Tied at 38 in overtime here in Knoxville. Dogs defense moving around. Linebackers filling the gaps. 2 down linemen and linebackers on the edge. Here they come. They're coming after Aguilar, and he throws it incomplete. Nearly picked off again by a diving Chris Cole at the 22. He had to get rid of it. He was running backwards faster than Georgia could run forwards for him, and then he just dumped it away, and Chris Cole almost had a diving scoop interception that would have also ended the possession. Instead, it's 4th down. Tennessee's going to try reaching for 3.
First 0 blitz of the day from our defense came at a critical time on 3rd and long.
Max Gilbert, who missed at the end of regulation from 43 yards, will try this one from 42 on the far hash, kicking right. Snap, placement, kick is away, and the kick is good. So 42-yarder in overtime puts Tennessee in front, 41-38. So Georgia knows what it has to do. You want to extend the game, you need 3. You win the game, you get 6. Dogs will have the ball on the 25-yard line. They'll work on the same end of the field. Down to our right. 41-38 in overtime. Tennessee in front for the moment.
3 tight ends on the field for the Dogs. Delp, Lucky, and Riddell. All going to be in this formation on the first down of overtime for the Dogs.
How about a little one and done right here? What do you think of that?
I love it. Let's go for it.
Dogs break the huddle. Stockton under the center. Frazier, the lone setback. That is a stacked offensive line of scrimmage. Frazier takes the ball, breaks out 20, 15, 10, 5, 4. They grab him up high and wrangle him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
What do the Bulldogs do on first down? Power O. Micah Morris pulling around the left side for Georgia, leading the way over there also to Jaden Riddell, Oscar Delp. Huge blocks to seal that right side of the Tennessee defense, and Nate Frazier almost housed it one and done, Scott.
Farouk is down on his back for Tennessee on the 5-yard line across the way. So that's going to cause a stoppage of play now here in overtime. The Dogs are going to have the ball on the 4-yard line. 21-yard run by Nate Frazier. Shades of the Rose Bowl there with that bounce outside. Fromm with a block and Sony into the end zone to send the Dogs to the national championship game way back when.
Scott, it's funny you say that. That was the exact play that I was going to recall for the Dog fans at home.
Was that a horse collar tackle or a face mask? Because they got him up high and ripped his head around. There was no flag on the play. Well, we were looking at a replay. And now Farouk, the injured Tennessee player, is slowly walking off the field, but everybody gets a free timeout with the injury to the Volunteer. Dogs can win the game with a touchdown. Tennessee has a 41-38 lead. They kick the field goal on their possession here in overtime. And the Dogs will have it 1st and goal on the 4.
Well, when the Dogs have had to have it running the football today, they have been able to do that. That offensive line has answered the call when they've had to. Now it's 4 yards for a win.
We're just 6 yards away from 200 rushing the football today. 194. Dogs huddle at the 10. Line of scrimmage is the 4. 3 tight ends in the formation. Delp, Lucky, and Riddell. And Big McCrae's in the backfield with Gunner, who's in the shotgun. Give it to Josh, straight ahead to the 3. Spins away, down to the 1. He falls down on the 1-yard line. He got 3. They had him at the 3. He spun away to his left, kept driving and fell forward to the 1. The Dogs are a yard away. 2nd and goal on the Volunteer 1. Come on, big man. Right up the gut. Dogs huddle. Hughley at right tackle on this side. Glover the right guard. McCrae is the running back. Out of the shotgun. Hand it to McCrae. There he goes. He drives in. They grab him from behind. Did he get the ball over? Close to the goal line, no signal yet. They say no. It looked like in the huddle he was trying to extend the ball over the goal line, but there's no signal from the officials. He says he got it over the goal line. Now, they may take a look at this. We shall see. There's no indication yet. Now they stop the clock. The play clock, anyway.
Kirby came down to the 5-yard line trying to get the attention.
It was short of the goal line. The previous play is under further review.
Kirby came all the way down to the 5-yard line trying to get the attention of the referees on the far side of the field. Colby Young selling the line judge on this side, saying he got the ball across without the knee going down, and he did. It looks like it on our monitor.
I thought he did, too, as we look at a replay up over our shoulder behind us. So the play's under review, brought to you by Pruitt Health, where family makes us stronger, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. The thing was that McCray was running right into the pile, so the call on the field is he didn't get in the end zone. Now, unless there's clear video evidence that he extended the ball over the goal line, they're not going to overturn this, but it's being reviewed. If the play holds up and stands, it'll be 3rd down inside the 1 for Georgia here in overtime, trailing 41-38.
After further review, it is a touchdown.
Oh, yeah! Steve Marlowe with the winning call. Rocky Top crumbles. Dogs are winners. 44-41 in overtime. Oh, my goodness. How's that for a finish? Wow. Kirby Smart over to shake hands with Tennessee head coach Josh Heupel. Kirby surrounded by his crew of 4 state patrolmen. Tons of cameras out on the field. I've never seen an ending like that.
I haven't either.
I've never seen the referee call the ending of the game. Josh McCray extended the ball in the pile, broke the plane, and sent the Dogs home with an overtime victory here at Neyland Stadium. What a finish. Hey, we're 1-0 in the SEC.
That's right, baby. 1-0 in the SEC, and you heard Shock come out of halftime saying, Kirby Smart telling his guys, this is why you came here. These are the types of games that you came here to play in. Josh McCray, this is why you came here, bud. This is why you're getting in this position. You're the bowling ball back and shoving that thing into the end zone for the win.
9 straight now for Georgia in the series over Tennessee. And none probably more dramatic than that one, at least in the last 9 that we've seen. My goodness. Dogs a winner. 44-41 in overtime. Next week is an off week. We'll take it. And then in 2 weeks, it's back into the mix against Alabama, a night game in Athens. It's slated at 7:30. We'll kick a little bit after that in 2 weeks from tonight. What a finish by the Dogs. Georgia in white and celebrating. It's going to be a red and black locker room here in Knoxville tonight. Georgia a winner on the Josh McCray overtime touchdown. 44-41 our final score. Enjoy it, Dog fans. We've got our post-game coverage coming up next here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Gunnar Stockton.
Beyond the earth, beyond all things that gave us birth, we'll navigate the seas of the sun. If God is throwing dice and Einstein doesn't mind the chance, we'll navigate the seas of the sun. Infinity runs deep, eternity that we can keep. We'll navigate the seas of the sun. Flowers of our souls, purple, blue, and gold we find to navigate the seas of the sun. So we know who we are, even in this frozen waste. We'll navigate the seas of the sun, living in this place, staring into space we'll find.
Gators, quick throw. Mitchell makes the catch. He breaks away. 30, 25, 20. Veers inside. 10 breaks the tackle. 5 breaks another one. Touchdown!